It might not be a really obvious contender for the UK's fastest growing leisure activity, but it appears we are now back in love with tenpin bowling.
Yeah, the heyday probably the sort of 1950s, wasn't it? But the sport is booming once again. Breakfast's Holly Hamilton is in a bowling alley to try and find out why. She's in Manchester. Good morning, Holly.
Morning, Dan. That's right, and I've got the shoes. I think that's about all I've got to make me a professional bowler this morning, although I have been getting some lessons. I don't think I'm too bad. But just like me, a lot of people have been taking up the sport, it seems. And actually, just in the last year, a third of us have been out bowling at least once or twice. And that's amounted to £285 million of spending, and that's expected next year to rise to around £3 million. So why are we getting bowled over by bowling yet again? And from such a young age. Let's go now and ask Ben. Ben is incredible, 8 years old, and he's been just playing amazingly all morning. We'll see you in action, Ben, but let's speak to your trainer, your development coach, Martin. How young do you have to be to get into it, or can you do it from any age?
Any age, as long as you can pick up a bowling ball and bowl the ball and you enjoy it. That's the main thing. Come along and have a fun.
And how do you feel watching little Ben here? I mean, he is sensational.
I'm really proud of him because he's worked really hard to get what he's doing, and he's getting everything right slowly. He's just changed his style, changed bowling balls, so it's a big change for him for such a small lad.
He's very, very impressive. And like I say, it's not just the amateurs, it's not just for recreation that we're doing bowling. Actually, the professionals are doing quite well as well. Let's speak to Helen from the British Tenpin Bowling Association. Good morning to you. We are doing quite well in bowling professionally as well. We're competing in the World Games at the minute. How are we doing?
Yeah, we're doing well. So we've got two girls out there at the moment, Samantha Han and Becky Daly, who's actually from the Manchester area. So I think she may have been here actually. They're representing Great Britain and Northern Ireland at the moment in the World Games in the tenpin bowling discipline. It's a really big event. I think there's something like 25,000 athletes across all the disciplines, across all the different sports there. They're playing against the best in the world. You have to actually qualify as a country to go there. So it's a really big deal to put on the shirt for the World Games. Yeah, they've done pretty well. I think Becky finished about 20th in the singles, which massively big deal to bowl in that event. So they're doing really well. We've got some other bowlers as well who are really making their mark at the moment. One of the best bowlers in the country, Dominic Barrett, he finished runner-up in a European event yesterday in Munich, and he's currently ranked number 2 on the world tour. And from the female point of view, we've got Verity Crawley from Dorset currently out in the States, and she's making big waves on the professional women's tour. So some great athletes.
Helen, thank you so much. So much talent to talk about. We could talk about that all day. Unfortunately, we don't have time to go into too much. You've been giving me some tips this morning, Paul. I'm going to have a go. You're going to lift up the ball for me. I think, but the rules state I can't pick it up myself. Thank you very much. Oh, middle finger. Very important, because I could injure myself. Okay.
A little bit to the right.
To the right.
Yeah, that second arrow from the right.
Uh-huh.
And try and get it over.
Okay, let's go. Oh, straight into the gutter. Do you know what? And he will tell you, Paul will tell you, we didn't get that right earlier on. I'll keep practicing, but for now, let's get the news, travel and weather, wherever you're watching this morning.